This is The Goode Show. Welcome to this week's episode. My name's Surinder. I'm your host, and this is The Goode Show. I'm sitting here with the lovely Teresa Miller from 365 Connect.
Hello.
How are you?
Doing awesome. It's a great day.
It is a good day. First of all, I'm going to get straight into the meat and potatoes, Teresa.
All right, go for it.
365 Connect. What is it, and who does it benefit or help?
So we are a 501c3
Okay.
located here in San Diego,
Mhm.
sunny Southern California. We create and manage volunteer engagement programs. We execute them for large corporations. So we do large-scale volunteer engagement events across the country.
So if you've got a huge company, say for shits and giggles, I'm going to say Qualcomm, right?
Mhm. Yep.
You've got Qualcomm, so their philanthropic side, they have volunteers, Qualcomm contributes to the community.
Yes.
And then you match them with the right volunteer
Opportunities.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so a company will come to us and say, hey, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 volunteers.
Oh, that's a lot.
We want to engage them in the community.
Yeah.
We don't know where to start.
Yeah.
We have a whole list of questions that we ask these
Okay.
companies. What causes do they like to support? How many hours long would they like to support? So we do a whole volunteer engagement strategy. It could be a one-off event, or it could be a year-long engagement
Okay.
strategy. And that really, when we do the year-long engagement strategies, it really shows metrics of impact
Yes.
for these companies. And that's really what everybody's looking
Yeah.
for is data. Everybody
Yeah.
wants data. You want data, then you have to volunteer long-term with your
Yeah.
employees.
Well, I don't think collecting data is like a lot of things. I mean, you can't do something once and expect to know,
Right.
oh, well, this is what I know about it.
Absolutely.
It's continuous. And the good thing about what you do as well is there's companies out there that a lot of people haven't heard of
Mm-hmm.
and aren't even aware that they volunteer.
Yeah.
Like when you go to an event, you don't necessarily know where this volunteer has come from or
Mhm.
which company they are from, you
Right.
know?
Right. Well, we do large scale volunteer projects for a particular company.
Mm-hmm.
So they will be like a Genentech or a Home Depot Foundation. We do their large scale events, and they use it as not only volunteer engagement but team bonding, and also to really create social impact change in their communities.
Now, you're talking about Home Depot. Didn't you guys do something recently on the Midway?
We did.
What was
We
that
did.
event?
So we were aboard the Midway with over 350 volunteers.
Right.
So the foundation events are different from the local Team Depot events. Team Depot is the Home Depot's volunteer force. Those are their associates and employees. So we
Okay.
work with them on a local level to get them out
Yeah.
for community service in the communities across the country. As the large-scale foundation events, those are geared to their C-suite executives.
Okay.
So those are CEOs of companies, vendors of the Home Depot.
Mm-hmm.
They're very large-scale events. And this is the second time we were aboard the USS Midway.
Oh, okay.
It's a great backdrop.
Yeah, yeah.
It's really beautiful. They love working aboard the Midway. We had over 350 volunteers and over 5 beneficiary organizations.
Wow.
And they were all military and veteran related.
I love that.
Yeah, so we built garden boxes, we built benches, we built furniture for veteran homes, lots of really cool stuff. And we did some events for the USS Midway as well.
Oh, nice.
Mhm.
How did you get into this, though? Where did you feel, or how did you realize there was a need to connect?
So it's really interesting. So we consider ourselves a fractional CSR department. What does that mean? CSR is corporate social responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the larger companies have a department, a corporate social responsibility department. A lot of the smaller, mid-sized businesses and companies don't have a full-blown CSR department.
Mm-hmm.
So we look at ourselves as a fractional CSR department. Well, what does that mean? How did we get into it? We did a lot of research in the communities, San Diego Tourism Authority, a lot of the DMCs that are here locally, and we asked them if...
What are DMCs?
Destination management companies.
Okay.
So they're the companies that put on large-scale events around the country. And one of the things that they wanted to start offering to their clients was community service.
Okay.
So if a company comes into town for a convention,
Uh-huh.
they will hire a DMC and they will say, you know, we really want to spend a day giving back to the community.
Yeah.
Those referrals will go to us.
Okay.
So we get a referral from them.
Yeah.
And then we plan and execute their days of service. How did we get into it? We found that niche. We found that that there were companies that either didn't have a CSR department, had a CSR department but needed support, and some companies that never had a volunteer program, never did a day of service, anything like that. So they come to us. And they use our services to plan and execute these events. And what we do, we give them all the data related to their event, their number of volunteers, number of volunteer hours, outcomes. Outcomes means impact. What did we do? 10,000 sandwiches for San Diego Food Bank, something like that. So so that's kind of how we got into it. We identified a niche that really wasn't filled.
Yeah.
And it's been an amazing experience. I love my work. I love my clients. I love the nonprofits that we connect with our corporations. So
it's very unique
really
what you
fun.
do.
Very unique.
Because I don't think I haven't come across another entity anywhere that actually does that connection, type of thing. Which is, again, it's a win-win situation for everybody involved.
Well, it is a win-win. It's a win for the corporation because they're getting their employees out, volunteering in the community and making an impact.
Yes.
And doing something they really love.
Yeah.
It's a win for the nonprofit organization because here we're bringing them corporation that not only has funds, but also the volunteers to provide the labor for any of the work they do. So, what does that look like? It can be renovating a veteran home, renovating a veteran complex, beautifying schools across the country. These are things that a lot of these companies, didn't even know they can do.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah. So
but
really
it does answer the question.
Very rewarding work.
Yeah, I mean, and it does answer the question of how do these things get done in the community?
Yeah.
How is Home Depot or Qualcomm, all these big companies involved, I used to think that maybe it was the corporation that actually put the event on, went out and, did it.
Well, that's a really good point because one of the things we like to talk about is that we're the turnkey solution, but we're also behind the scenes. So everything that you see on the day of the event, it's wonderful, it's impactful, it's people cry when they meet the beneficiaries. I mean, it's really a phenomenal event, but what people don't see is really the behind the scenes and what we do to make that event happen. And for large scale events, it's a good 4-month process.
Wow.
It's a good process to plan and execute some of these really large scale events.
Now, you've diverted a little bit and you've created something, the YSR project.
Yes.
Tell us what that stands for and what that is about.
Yeah, absolutely. So corporate social responsibility is just what it says. It's corporate social responsibility on the corporate level. So those are employees that are engaging in their community. There's 4 different pillars of CSR, and we work with the volunteerism pillar and the philanthropic pillar, right? Well, YSR stands for Youth Social Responsibility. And, times are changing.
Yep.
Kids need a lot of guidance after COVID. A lot of kids were lost, didn't know how to communicate. And we decided to delve into the youth social responsibility arena. And we're so excited because it's an offshoot of CSR. It's what we're doing on this level, but now it's for youth. But the difference is we are launching it in the next 2 months in the military space for military teens.
Okay.
And part of that is because of our relationship with the local military and the bases here. Part of it was, again, we did our research, we identified a need. We're partnering with Armed Services YMCA, Blue Star Families, a lot of other great organizations here in California that believe in the work we're doing. It's a leadership and community service program. So we provide calendar-based volunteering. We also provide leadership workshops. We provide seminars for these kids, the military kids. As you know, coming from a military family, kids move around a lot. Military families move around a lot. They
Yeah.
never really feel rooted in their communities because they're always moving.
Mm-hmm.
This gives them an opportunity to meet other families,
Yes.
to bond with them, to do something good for the community, and really, they're watching their parents serve.
Yeah.
So now it's an opportunity for them to serve as well. So it makes them feel really good. It connects them to their community. They get volunteer service hours that they can put on their resumes and on their college applications.
It's a great idea.
The workshops that we provide are financial literacy for these kids.
Oh, that's
we do
awesome.
educational seminars. We take them to a bank and show them what the inside of a bank looks like.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know anymore. Yeah. We do educational programs like taking them to the military bases and showing them how the dolphins are trained and the SEALs are trained on underwater detection.
Yeah.
So many fun things that we're offering for these kids. So we're really excited about it. It launches in the next few months, and we have some great support from the community, and we have 100 free memberships that we're giving away. Now,
how can somebody, if somebody who's listening just now, their kid wants to volunteer, first of all, how old does the kid have to be? What are there any stipulations?
So the program is designed for grades 7 to 12.
Okay.
But as a family, so these are some of it's family-based volunteering, and for the older kids, they can kids who can drive and they can do it on their own. But if it's a family-based volunteering, you will see on our calendar that, hey, if you have an 8-year-old, 9-year-old, 10-year-old, you can bring them along as well. Okay. So that it's really a family affair. So they can come home and talk about it, why it was important, the work that they did that day. So that's kind of what the program looks like.
Where can people find out more information about the program and enroll in the program?
So we're currently our website is almost up and running. So I wouldn't want to give that information out right now, but they can email our program manager, who's our youth program manager, Malia Henry. Her name is Malia Henry, and her email is Malia, MALIA, at 365-connect.org.
We're going to put that up on the screen as well, so people can actually, email in. This idea, I mean, it's such a basic idea. And it's so needed. I'm sure that there's going to be a lot of kids that are excited about it because, again, to your point, families are moving all the time. It gives them a chance to meet new friends. And the other thing is, again, it gets kids off phones, out the house, and lets them communicate,
Well, and one of the lectures that we're actually going to have for the kids is on social media and how it affects you. The good, the bad, the ugly, everything. There are a lot of great things about social media. There are a lot of cruddy things about social media. But we're going to have a seminar on something like that. I think both the parents and the kids will really enjoy it to learn more about it.
Yeah, because again, the data shows, that again, since COVID, this is why I'm so glad that I live in a military dominant city, because there is so much out there for military spouses, for veterans, and your program does include veterans as well. They can go, veterans, because you'd mentioned veterans. Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Veteran families, military families, anyone, any branch, we will happily take.
I love that.
Very excited about it.
Yeah, this is the core of any community is getting together, paying it forward kind of thing, And I always say to spouses, go volunteer.
Yeah.
Because you just never know where that volunteering can lead to. Sometimes it's led to part-time jobs and stuff like that,
And we make it easy.
Yes.
We're giving you a whole calendar. All you have to do is RSVP, show up, and, try different causes that you like. It could be an animal cause. It could be feeding the homeless. It could be a housing solution. It could be anything that your heart desires. And we're really trying to not only show the families, but really have the kids decide, where do I want to go with this? We have a program that is also tied to YSR. It's called VSL, which is where kids can become volunteer service leaders. that's really where the leadership component comes in. They get to choose the projects. They get to be the liaison between the nonprofit organization
nice.
and the families. They get to write articles about their experiences.
Yeah.
And you never know. It might trigger something where a teenager might say, this is the path I want to take.
Yeah.
I want to work in nonprofit. I want to work for the homeless.
Yeah.
I want to work in nonprofit. I want to work for corporate because I heard a CEO speak.
Yeah.
I want to be able to work in the corporate environment. So we're giving them so many opportunities to serve and show them so many different educational things that are open for them.
Now, listen, we've heard about 365 Connect, this great program, YSR. Tell us about you, your background. Are you anybody in your household military? No?
No one's military. I just, I grew up in New York. I'm one of 5 children. I grew up in a Catholic household. My parents pretty much told us that it was an obligation to give back to your community. So at a really early age, myself and my 4 siblings were out giving out food bags to kids on the sidewalks, working in our churches, donating our time all over our community. So it was really ingrained in me that it was an obligation. It wasn't something that we were able to choose, but we were obligated to do it. So started out there. When I moved out here to San Diego, got a few jobs, did a couple of different things.
Why did you move to San Diego? Sunny
change
beaches.
Of scenery.
Yeah.
Change of scenery for a little bit out of New York. Love New York. I miss it terribly, but this is where I am. This is where I had my kids.
Yeah.
And when my kids turned 5, they started volunteering.
Oh, nice.
Any kid can make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, right? Doesn't matter where it is. They love the feeling of giving it to someone. If you've ever seen a little kid's face about, hey, give your sandwich or share something with someone, they just light up and they're so excited. So my kids started serving the community with various organizations when they were 5 and 6 years old. So we did this for many, many years. I was involved in a couple of nonprofit organizations, and someone had come up to me and said, hey, you're really good at this. Have you ever thought of bringing this to the corporate level? And I had no idea what corporate social responsibility was. No idea whatsoever. And that's, so I did my research, and that's how the company came. But I've done a lot of trips to Haiti. I've done trips to Mexico to build houses.
Okay.
It's been part of who I am my whole life. I have 3 amazing kids, a great husband, and I love my life. I love my work. And one of our biggest clients, as you know, is Home Depot and the Home Depot Foundation. And they really put us in the military and veteran space. And I'm so grateful for the people I've met, for what I've learned, and how I can now pay it forward to the veteran and military population. Because honestly, I didn't really know much about it until I moved out here. And now I'm so honored to be a part of it in just a small way, to give back in such a small way.
Well, I mean, you say it's a small way, but it's a big way, really. I mean, when you think about the events you've hosted, the things you're putting together, and you're capturing a big demographic there with mom, dad, young kids, youth, there's volunteer positions for everybody and anybody, really, if you want that, And a little bit like yourself, we were, my mom used to do this crazy thing every Thursday. She would fast, which meant we all fasted. And then she'd cook something or buy something and she'd bless it. And the first thing she would do is walk out of the house, walk into the street and give it to a stranger. Give it to a stranger. And of course, growing up, we were like, what? But she was always like, even if you just give it to one person, it's just the sharing. And you're absolutely right. I mean, I've watched my own kids at a much younger age when they were volunteering, and there's such innocence in that.
True.
And there's such a joy in it as well. And I always remember my kid Jordan, taking a bite of the sandwich and then going, here, I'm going to share it with you, and she was just happy as a pig in poop that the other girl wanted to share. It was just a very basic
very basic
action.
It's a basic action, teaching, whether it's youth or adults, the value
Yes.
of lending a helping hand to others. You know, and it's interesting because we talk to so many different types of people, so many different corporations, and some of them do their volunteer engagement to check a box, and that's it. Give me the metrics, thank you, check a box. There are others that put their heart and soul in it, and when you are boots on the ground, and you are painting a veteran's home, and you're building them a garden to help them heal. When you see the results of those types of actions, people say, wow, when they're really involved. You know, and I remember this succinctly, we launched when COVID hit. We got shut down as soon as COVID hit, and we started getting calls from corporations saying, hey, do you do virtual volunteering? I turned down more money because I said no, because what we do is showing people the value of bonding, being out in the community, and seeing the fruits of their labor, and meeting the people that they're helping. It's not about, let's do a box together on a virtual meeting and say, thank you, we did this.
How would you do virtual volunteering? That I don't even know how you would do that.
Yeah, it's just like that. You send out boxes, projects in a box.
Oh, okay.
And each employee gets it. You get on a call together, and you can make something together. Okay. It's a very interesting concept, but it's something that really doesn't pull at my heartstrings. Yeah. So I'm really all about the one-on-one. Yeah. The learning about who you're helping. Yeah. And really hearing the stories. Yeah. You know, that's one thing that we always do a debrief with companies after our events, and we always ask them, what's the number one most valuable thing that you can take away from this, and they always say, hearing the story of who we're helping, why we're helping, why it's important. We live in a beautiful community. A lot of people have no idea how many people are struggling. No. You wouldn't know it. You just don't know it because we're all in our little bubble. Yeah. But the volunteer engagement aspect of it really gets you out and shows you the value of service to others. Yeah, I also think as well through volunteering, it's a very basic emotion, but it's an emotion. Yeah. You're involved, not just physically doing something, but you're emotionally involved because now you've heard the story, you know the why. Yep. And 10 times out of 10, you want to help because you've heard the why, you've heard the backstory. There's no way you can not. Yeah. And that, I think, just makes the act of whatever it is you're doing so much more valuable. Yeah. There's an old saying, I'm going to get it wrong, but I'm going to give you the gist of it. It's tell me, show me, involve me. Yes. Yeah. So it's my favorite, and I use it from an event that we did in Asheville, North Carolina after Hurricane Helene. So we went down with the foundation and we renovated a Quality Inn into veteran housing because the property across the street was completely flattened by Hurricane Helene. So we went in and we renovated this and turned it into veteran housing. And so I come home from this and I'm on cloud nine. I'm grateful for the work that I do. I love what I do. All the people that we helped, all the volunteers helped. And I have a neighbor and she says to me, oh, how did your event go? And I said, oh, it was wonderful. It was great. And she goes on and asks me another question. Then I pull out my phone and I'm like, I'll show you some of the pictures. And she goes, oh, the pictures look beautiful. This looks wonderful, right? But if you involve someone and you say, hey, you want to learn more? Come with me. Come do a renovation with me. Move a homeless person into a room into their new room with me. Yeah. When you involve people, they understand the meaning and the value of service to others. So it's just such an amazing process to me. I'm just so grateful. I love the work that I do. I love connecting people. It's just it's very rewarding. Now tell everybody you got social media.
Okay, so it's what is your social media handle?
It's 365 Connect SD
Okay.
is for our Instagram.
Okay.
And it's 365 Connect for LinkedIn as well.
Okay. So 365 Connect is all you've really got to remember.
Yeah, it's 365-connect.org is our website.
Okay.
So it's very important because when people don't put the dash in, they'll get some kind of tech company.
Yeah.
But it's 365-connect.org.
Okay. So if you're an entity out there that has some volunteers on board, that you want to get involved in volunteering, and you need the support for it, this is perfect. 365 Connect is where you want to be, is where you want to go, because you guys will support them in every which way that they need, Yeah. Teresa, it has been great talking to you about 365 Connect. Yes, absolutely.
I love telling our story. It's a great story.
It is a great story. It's a very unique story. And again, I had no idea until I did some of my research about, so you connect the corporate companies, which again is so valuable.
Yeah.
It's so valuable what you do.
Yeah, and I never imagined, having my own with my partner.
Mm-hmm.
I have a business partner, and we do this together. And I never imagined having my own. But as soon as we started digging deep, and we realized, wow, there really is a need here, just changed everything.
Yeah. There's that saying that I'm going to get wrong as well, but most things are born out of a need that somebody has not stumbled upon, kind of thing, So I mean, and this again, it on all levels, it's a winner all the way around. And the other thing is, now that I'm thinking about it, when you talk about financial, it is great that the youth of today, you are giving them some financial advice kind of thing, because that doesn't happen in schools anymore. So I think half the problem with financial crisis is people just don't know what they don't know, and they don't know where to get the information.
And they don't know how to manage.
Yeah.
They don't know how to manage. They don't know exactly what you said. They don't know what they don't know.
Yeah.
So.
Listen, it's been great having Teresa here today. My name is Surinder. This is Teresa Miller from 365 Connect. Please follow us both on social media. That is your call to action. 365 Connect, The Goode Show. Follow us for more great military stories and get to meet great people like Teresa.
Love you. You're the best.
I love you too. Okay, and we are out.
See ya.
Thanks for tuning in to The Goode Show. If you loved what you heard, follow me on Instagram @The Goode Show.